How's it going, mate? You alright? Yeah, hopefully tonight goes well. We'll see. Trying to get a bit of content. So we'll see how it goes. Out. Which variation do you notice in pocket sizes, table speeds when playing on the road? Oh, every single table plays differently. Unless you're at a tournament which has like 10, or a club that has 10 tables, but even clubs are different. You can go into one club and one table will be completely different to the table it's next to. The only time you ever get consistency with tables is if you go to a tournament that's like a professional tournament. Generally, the tables tend to play the same, but again, they can have minor differences. So, what cue do you use? I use a 21-year-old cue, 𝐾craft Phoenix cue snooker cue that I've had since I was 18. Got it as an 18th birthday present. So I don't recommend it because it doesn't really exist. You can't really buy it. You can get it as a vintage cue, but you can't go into the shop and buy it. I recommend the Ultimate Pool Master Cue, which is in the link in my bio. Just gonna have a couple of practice frames, then I'll hopefully start making some content. Good, thanks, mate. How are you? Well, this might not be the best frame, but we'll see. Need to break out this first. If I can find this gap between red and yellow and go straight into that, that would be ideal. Need to hit this yellow. Oh wow, hit that way too thick. Alright, it is a practice frame though, so try and move the black with this shot. Oh wow. Maybe not. Alright. Let's get straight into it. Let's film some content. Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? In fact, no, let's keep practicing. I'm not warming up. First time I've played today, so. Let's try and get a clearance again. This time I'll ask you guys what you would do. Yeah, good, thanks Liam. How are you? What colour would you go, reds or yellows? Are you from Southampton? I live in Southampton, but I'm not from Southampton, no. I'm originally from like North Hampshire, closer to Aldershot, Guildford area. Alright, so this is one mistake a lot of beginners make. A lot of beginners, well, probably wouldn't play it as an open table from a break, but a lot of beginners would look at yellows here and think that because they've potted 3 yellows, it's a good thing. It's not a good thing. Especially when you can't see a yellow. So you have to go reds. The worst thing about, well, the thing with yellows, you don't have a ball you can go for first. There is literally no ball you can go for. Nothing. So you have to go reds. And obviously this is your first ball. And the angle that you've got on this is a nice one that leads you into breaking out your worst red, which is this one. So once you get that away from the cushion, you're probably going to leave yourself a relatively difficult back cut on that or this one to either that corner or the middle, depending on where it lands. The worst thing about reds is this one. However, if you land in a position like this, you should be able to play that red to move the black or something like that. You could potentially, you can't really leave a double. You might be able to leave a treble if you land there. But a double, if I play the black as it is, it hits this yellow. So this yellow kind of stops the black being doubled, which means I have to move it at some point. And I'll look to do that later. So first things first, this ball, break that one out, ideally away from the cushion. Quit on it, and that's generally what happens when you haven't played all day. And this is the first few balls that I've hit for the day, so that's going to be my worst ball, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll come back to it as a double. Just want to pot some balls really for now. Leave myself a double from here. That is classic first frame. Alright, I'm just going to pot some balls. Thanks for the gift, Connor. Alright, so let's pretend this wasn't my first frame of the day and I actually had potted those balls without missing. You've got choices here. You could potentially play that to move that, but I don't think there's any value in that now, especially because you're going to be pushing that red kind of over here, and you just, if you don't leave it for that corner or easy on that corner, it's just no value in it. So I think you probably leave that as a double. Or you could potentially play to move it with this one, but the worst thing about reds is still the black because it doesn't double. So I think what you do first is you play this, either play this with topspin to break the black out, or play that and try and screw into the black. Either way, the black has to be moved in this next shot. Alright, so the black's now 3. I was always going to leave myself a difficult pot there, but I'll be leaving this one to the corner, coming back up, and if I can land, if I can land there, that'll be perfect for a back double on that red. I can't play the cross double on the red now. I want to land, hang on, hit there. That would be the ideal position from this red. Might be looking more like that, but I'll try and land back in this spot roughly. Might have gone a little bit too far. No, we're good. We're good. So I should be able to play this. If I can leave myself roughly where this yellow is, then I'll have the black into there. Ugh. Yeah. Definitely didn't want to flick the yellow there. I could still pop the black off of the cushion, but I'd have to rely on a little bit of luck with it. Got there. Okay. Cheers for the gifts, Connor. Appreciate that, mate. I feel like, actually no, I don't feel like, I'm sure Ronnie only uses triangle because he knows that it annoys other players. I'm sure that's the reason why. I'm sure that's the reason why anyone uses triangle. I mean, I grew up playing with triangles, so I do know it's good chalk, but the amount of chalk marks you get on the table compared to town is just ridiculous. And I don't notice a difference in grip and friction. All right, so let's try and get a clearance from the brake this time instead of missing a couple of balls. We have a ball down? No, fine. What colour would you go, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Reds or yellows? It's a difficult one. Either way, it's a difficult one. If you look at the problems, both of them have got the very similar problem. And you've got a cluster of 2 yellows there that don't go anywhere, and a cluster of 2 reds here that don't go anywhere. I would say that these two are probably worse than that. Or are they? Yeah, because that yellow, you might be able to double that yellow. I think you missed that red. Whereas that is just a mess. Although, can you break it out? Oh, could you play it off of... Slightly too far away. Probably look to play it off of that ball. No. Alright, so I'm going to go reds here. The reason why is because they're more challenging. I don't think I'd go reds in a match, but I'm going to go reds. I'm leaving this ball on purpose. This looks like the obvious first ball, but I'm going to leave it on purpose. I'm going to play this ball, and what I want to do is try and get as much bite into the cue ball and land ideally there, because the objective is to hit that red into that red. This red goes in the corner. That red lands hopefully nowhere further than there, but it probably will end up there, knowing my luck. But hopefully that red goes to there. And then from there, I should be leaving myself a shot on this one because the cue ball's going to be roughly where the red is. So that's my next 2 shots. This pot to the middle isn't a gimme, but that's what I'm going to be trying. Wow. Ugh, that is a hospital ball. Alright, so it's not the end of the world, but it's not great. Can I get back to there from this ball? Maybe. Just got to avoid this one around the back of it. Starting to dig myself a hole here. Right, I can get onto that. I can get into that position from this ball, but I'm going to have to leave myself a shot on that ball. If I hit the yellow, actually, I'm not too disappointed with that either. Alright, so we're in an okay position. I might hit this quite hard just to move that yellow. Oh, okay, no, the red goes into the corner. I'm probably going to try and leave this red for that corner. Right, this needs to be a really, really good shot. To be fair, the other option, pop that, land there, and pop that and try and break it. But no, I fancy this. Oh, the red did fuck off over to that yellow as well. Language. Alright. I definitely wouldn't have played that shot in a match, but I just fancied it. Fancied it. Alright, now let's get the head camera on and let's start making some content. So for those of you who've not seen my head camera videos, basically the ones with the little like speed dials and things, I'm going to try and make 3 of those tonight. The other day I did 4 episodes in 5 visits to the table, so we're going to hopefully have as much success today. But I want to try and get 3 episodes filmed. Okay, right, the music needs to come off. Apologies if you were enjoying that. I'll pause it for now. So again, we'll get the head camera on. Head camera on again. If you've never seen these episodes, they're on my short form content channels, so TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I do have them as YouTube short, Facebook, and I do have them as YouTube shorts. So if you want to watch them back, feel free. This will be basically the making. This is like the making of one of those videos. So the first thing is I break, and then we talk through a clearance. Hopefully, as long as the ball goes down, I'll carry on. If I miss or the break is dry, I'll re-rack, start again, go from there. It's nice to get a nice easy starter. It should be an easy starter. You definitely don't go reds here. I'm not talking to the camera right now. I've like cut and then you'll see me go back into action with it. So you're definitely going yellows. The one thing about yellows is just landing in this space for this yellow might be a little bit challenging, but I think you probably try and get that position from maybe not from that ball, maybe from this ball. So I think you go this one. I'll tell you guys now, and then I'll tell the camera what I'm going to do. So this is definitely my last ball, ideally, or that one, but probably this one. So the pattern would be this one. That gets me there. I need a good angle on this ball because I want to play that ball, travel all the way to here, pop that one, land there, pop that one, screw back to here, pop that one into the corner, land here, play the black in the middle. So that's the pattern, and I'm going to basically break that down into a video. Okay, welcome back. So a fairly decent split there on both balls. The reason why I can't go reds is because this ball doesn't go anywhere. So my first ball on yellows is going to be this. My first ball on yellows is going to be this one to the corner. I'm going to screw back to pretty much where the cue ball is now to have that one into the corner next. Do I want to keep saying the word next? I've noticed I say it all the time on my videos. I want to change it. So that's going to be my first ball to the corner. I'm going to screw back to here to leave this yellow to the corner from there. All right. Need a good angle. Don't know if I've got it. Next, I'm going to play this yellow into the corner, bounce off the cushion, and leave myself here for this one. Come around and say it. And leave myself here for this one to the corner next. To leave myself this one to the corner after that. To leave myself this one to the corner. Playing around with different like outros basically. It's not a very good angle at all. It's not absolutely terrible, it's just now I've got to power this in. Okay, so I'm going to be playing that ball, I'm going to be hitting this cushion, I want to come all the way up table to land here for this ball to the corner. This is such a difficult shot based on how much angle I don't have right now. Ugh. Got the movement, just no. Not the end of the world. Right, so that obviously didn't go. Right, so that wasn't as planned. Right, so that wasn't what I planned. Obviously the angle that I'd left on that ball wasn't enough for it. Oh, fucking hell. This is what it's like trying to make videos. Just chatting at absolute shite. Right, so obviously that shot didn't go to plan. I've still got a backup and Right, so that shot didn't go to plan. I've still got a backup. I'm going to be playing this yellow to the middle, screwing it over to here to land on this ball to the corner. Just fucking hell. Hospital ball, man. Again, only just managed to land on this yellow. I'm going to be playing it to try and bounce off the cushion, land roughly where I am now, to leave that yellow into the corner. All over the place. All over the place. And again, I've just overrun this one slightly. It's much more, again, I've just overrun this yellow a little bit. It's much more challenging than it should be, but I should be able to play off of the cushion and land here for the black into the middle. Thanks so much for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Cool. So that's one video done. Take one, managed to get one. It was really, really like not perfect in any way, shape or form, but I mean, sometimes you need those types of clearances, because I think a lot of people, when they post pool videos on social media, they make it look like it's absolutely perfect and they never miss balls and they're never out of position, but I literally had the cue ball on a bungee that entire time. So, yeah. Which is why the fundamentals of pool are pot balls. If you can't pot balls, you're going to really struggle. Make sure you're a good potter and then rely on your position play. Thanks so much for the gift there. Scent. Or is that your name? Don't actually know. Indeed, confidence booster. Right, so that's 1 out of 3 and it's the first take, so I'm buzzing. See if we can get 2 out of 2. So I'll hit record, camera goes back on. If you want to see the finished product of what I just did, I'll post it on my channel sometime over the next couple of weeks. Oof. Shame, because that was a decent split. Alright, what would you guys do? No, I'm trying to get the cue ball to come straight back to the middle of the bottom cushion and back up away from the pack. Yeah, what colour would you guys go here? Reds or yellows? I think you have to go reds here. I think with yellows, the black's going to be difficult. These 2 yellows, yes, you could land on a plant quite easily, but it's not going to be an easy plant. Sorry, that made 0 sense. You could land on a plant, say here, but it's not going to make the plant easy. Like if you land anywhere in this position, you have a shot at the plant. Again, it doesn't make it easy. So I think you go reds. With reds, where I'm not a fan of rail shots, I could potentially try and leave a plant on this one. I think a lot of players will probably play this first, but I think this is like a backup ball. You don't need to be playing this any time early. Where the black is, it goes in that middle. That tends to make me think that I'm going to be playing this ball last or this one. This is definitely my first ball to get me in that direction. Finish these two, so that one, get over here, play the plant, probably play that. I'll have basically one, that ball will be there, two, and then I'll have this ball, and I'll finish these three and then the black. That's the rough plan. All right, let's talk to the camera, chat gibberish. Okay, welcome back. So a decent split there, reds. So a decent split there. We can't really go yellows based on the so we can't really go yellows based on the fact that these two make a difficult plant. Also, the black isn't easy to land on yellows. With reds, I've got this ball first. I can make my way into this area and have a choice of this one or this one. Okay, so I'm going to be playing this one to the middle. I want to stun over to here to leave this red to the corner next. From there, I'm going to be playing this red to the corner, top spin through to here to leave a plant for this ball onto that ball. Oh, this is now very difficult. I'm so far away from the cushion. I want it to be there. I should really have just played this down here. I have no idea why I've left a plant on it. That ball isn't even in the pocket. Okay, so I'm going to be playing the plant with the aim of coming off of the cushion and landing here for this ball to the corner. This is so missable. Yeah, you've got to hit it first. Got to hit that ball. Ugh. Annoying. Should have just played it down the rail, but this pocket plays so small. That pocket plays massive and this one plays tiny. It's starting to hurt my head. Bucks. Thanks so much, Alice. Appreciate that. Is 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐿 a good pool hall? Check out the review I did on my YouTube channel of dishes. Interesting one. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, does it go? It might squeeze past there, but I'm still so tempted to play reds over yellows here. Why would I say that though? Because these three are terrible. Interesting. Why am I thinking of going for reds here? Reds are not the ball. Reds are not the ball. That yellow is going to be so difficult to land on though. Get from there to there. Play that to there. If the black is so tight. The black is so tight past that red. I think it goes. I mean, it does, but God, you've got to land so straight on it. You can't go reds in this situation. It would be fun going reds, but the shot that you'd have to make would be that ball to land there. If you can land there from that first, you're out. You play that, play that to the corner, play this to the corner, and play those two and double the black. And that's probably an easier out than yellows, but the worst thing is trying to get from there to there. Fuck it, let's go reds, come on. Could play that yellow to the middle now, yeah, you're right, Liam. Let's go reds for a laugh. Right, so a decent split there. I have no idea why I'm choosing reds here. Yellows are definitely the ball. Yellows are definitely... I have no idea why I'm going reds here, but I have no idea why I'm going to choose reds here. Yellows are definitely the ball, but I figured I'd give myself a challenge. So I'm going to be playing this red to the corner first. I need to stun over to here to leave myself a shot on that red to the middle next. This is such a bad... This is just not going to work. This is not going to work. Might bloody work, you know. Might bloody work. Okay, I'm then going to be playing this red to the middle. Again, stunning over to here to leave myself on my other bad ball, which is this one to the middle. To the corner, no. I'm going to be playing this one to the middle, trying to hit the yellow to leave myself this red to the corner. Just don't go in off. Hit the yellow full in the face. I'm going to be playing this red. Next, I'm going to be playing this red to the corner, bounce off of these two cushions, and ideally land pretty much where the cue ball is now for this red to the corner. Massively underhit that one. Oh, that's not good. What do you do? Got to go around the back of it and try and move the black. Okay, so I underhit that one. I'm not on this red to the corner, but I am on this one. The next shot, I'm going to try and play this with topspin. Go off this cushion, move the black out, and leave myself a shot on that red to the corner. Fuck you. Doesn't even go. I tell you what, it doubles to the corner. I could try and move it. Really can try and move it, which I probably should. But it would look so good if I were to be able to double it into there. I'm trying to think what would look better for the video. All right, I'll give you two options. Option one. Hit this red in there, hit this cushion with loads of left-hand side, and try and move the black. Option two, roll that into the corner, land here, and pop the black into that corner. You guys can choose option 1 or 2, and if it works, if either of them work, I'll put it on my channel and you'll see what works. So again, option 1, try and screw into it. Just write the number 1 or 2 on the page. I'm going to count them up. Doesn't double. I think it does, Dan. Actually, Dan might be right. It's close. These cushions slide. Everyone's writing 1, so let's just try and go 1. I know a few of you have written 2. Let's try and break the black out. This is difficult. If that yellow weren't there, I'd be going for the double. I didn't even say what I was going to do. Oh, didn't say it on camera. Fuck. Oh, I didn't say it on camera. Oh, that's annoying. That is so annoying. Okay, so obviously I was attempting to try and... Okay, so I don't think I said that on the camera, but what I was trying to do was screw into the black and yellow and move it. The only possible shot that I've got is to play this black into this cushion, get it to hit this cushion, miss this yellow, hit this cushion, hit that yellow and go in. That's the only way it goes anywhere. I don't think I can play this without hitting that yellow, but I'll give it a go. Cue ball's going to fly in somewhere. Oh my god, if the white doesn't hit the yellow, it goes in. If the white doesn't hit the yellow, that is in that corner. Oh my god. That is, the black was literally tracking to that exact spot to hit the yellow and go in. Oh my, that is so annoying. Why is the cue ball gone there? Oh, fucking hell. I'm literally staring at it, and the black is going like this to there to hit that and go straight in. Fuck, that would have been like the best video I've ever made. How annoying is that? Oh dear. Oh, I really want to watch that back. I might just make a video out of that for a laugh. Appreciate the heart there, Himpy. You might see a video. You might. I've got to stop recording. All right, let's just take this off for a sec. It's hurting my head. Oh God, how's the cue ball done that? I thought cue ball was going to stay in this end of the table. No idea. Need a rage compilation video, yeah, definitely. All right, what would you guys do here, reds or yellows? I don't think you can go reds. I think there's ways of breaking these yellows out. It's almost like I'd asked you what you would do just now. But with reds, I think these two, this red and the black, are just so difficult to break out. Whereas if you land here, you've got a shot on this yellow to be able to punch into that yellow, knowing you'd probably leave that yellow. So it's just a case of being able to land here at some point, which isn't terrible. Terribly difficult anyway. We'll go yellows. Try and leave this one for the middle. Is that what gets me into the position? No, not yet. Try and land there for that ball to the corner. And this one, although it's leaving my problem ball till last really, that one to there to leave the angle on that, to get into that gap, move that and leave that, hopefully. Let's see what angle I'm basically going to be leaving. That's the angle, I need to be there. So screwing back off the red, 2 inches back up table. Okay, so find this gap, hit this yellow, hope to leave that, or come out and hit the red to leave that. Oh, I don't even know if I could avoid the red here. I don't think I can. Don't think I can avoid the red. I can try, but I don't know if I can avoid the red. Okay. I mean, the black is again terrible. A little bit unfortunate to push it that far down table, but if I can land flush on the cushion, I'll have a shot on the black, on the yellow, to get somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be somewhere that's useful, but just somewhere. left, might be able to swing around and hit this, but I don't think it does. I think the best I can probably do is play that, hit there, come down, hit here and land there. If I can get there from this ball, that's not the angle I'm going to be taking. Hang on. It's going to be going, oh, it's not going to be going anywhere near where I want it to, but I'll give it a go. Cool. Can we get another treble and this time mean it and fucking make it? Don't think we can. Don't think we can. I'll tell you what, it goes into that middle. That's such a difficult shot. I think that red blocks that shot. Kick it up the arse, get it round 3 cushions into there, 2 cushions into there. It's not going to have enough power. All right, so this is what I'm going to attempt. And if this goes in, you better believe it's becoming a video. I'm going to hit this as hard as I physically can hit this. Hit this cushion, hit this cushion, hit the black, get it to go there, there, there. I can't get enough power into it to actually create the shot though, that's the only problem. I can't, this isn't going to go anywhere near what I just said. I mean, it got moving in that general direction, but yeah. What am I trying to rack up down this end? That's 2 in 2 days I've done that. Mate, I'm not the person to ask for advice on how to play in tournaments. Definitely, yeah, exactly. The GoPro, 100%. Well, I've got it to go in. What do you do for work? This. Alright, let's go again. Okay, reds or yellows? What colour would you go, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. Ugh, God. Actually, the first ball on both is just not great. I think I generally prefer the layout of the yellows, but it's the first shot on yellows. That one. Cue ball's flying into that red. Could do anything. The ideal situation is it hits this red, the red hits there and then hits this yellow and moves it to there. That would be the best thing to happen if I hit this, but I don't love the layout of the reds otherwise. It's mainly just getting onto this ball. This ball's just like, this yellow makes it slightly difficult just to land on that easily. With yellows, you play that one. What would you guys do? What have you written? Because I'm kind of torn. The 2 options, I play that red to try and get into this position, but then ideally this position for that. Finish these 2, get that one, finish with that one, get round there black. So that's my last ball. With yellows, play that, hit that red, hope that red moves that yellow, but just hit that red, leave myself probably that or a double, and then try and finish yellows from there. What would you guys do? Alright, so far 2 people have written on, 4 people have written on plant on the cushion. Yeah, it's going to move that yellow to there though, I don't love that. It'll be there. Yeah. I know, I don't intend to just move it. I think the power that I need to hit this will hit that red, and if I don't hit it hard enough, that red will probably tie up that yellow. So I'm thinking if I've got the angle to hit that red and punch that yellow, then it means it's not going to get tied up. So I think what we'll do is we will go, let's go reds. Try and land there first shot. No, we're going yellows. Fucking hell. Alright, let's just see what I'm leaving myself from this ball. what I mean about moving that yellow. And now that yellow's out, it's much easier than it was. Oh, you twat. Practice. Good job I didn't have the head camera on. Okay. Let's go again, and this time I'll get the head camera on. Okay. We've got 500 of you watching roughly. Yeah, mate, give me a shout. I've got new cloth, but it won't be going on until May. It's just replacing this, though. So I'd probably say what you're used to is as close to this as you're going to get. With the new cloth, it'll be so different to what you're used to. Okay. Let's get a decent break. So fucking go in. No, it's not my focus. I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. I can see the chat on both. No one's asked me a question though, so I tend to answer questions versus just talk randomly. Alright, so this should be a finish on reds. Should be a finish on reds. So my first red is that one, that one. I guess there. Right. Only small issue with reds is like these two, where this one doesn't go in the corner, they don't naturally connect. You kind of got to play that one first. Or actually, no, you can play that one into there, which I might do second. No. Yeah, it does just go. So basically the order for this pattern, this one to there, that one, to there, that one, to there, that one, and then I'll choose from this one. I will probably go that one, that one, that one, black, or from this one I might go for that one, followed by that one, followed by that one, followed by the black. It just depends on how well I land after this ball. But these three follow a natural pattern, and that one is the connector between these three. Okay, welcome back. So a fairly decent split there, especially on reds. So my first ball, is going to be this one into the middle. I'm going to topspin forward slightly to land here to leave myself a shot on this red to the corner. This is a tight shot. The black does block a quarter of the pocket, so it's not as easy as it looks, but yeah. I'm going to be playing this red into the corner. Next I'm going to play this red into the corner, land here for a shot on this red to the middle. I think what that tells me is that this ball is next. Because I'm too straight on this red, I can't really get away from the cushion. I'm going to be where the red is. For me to land on these two balls, if I've got this shot, say that is the cue ball, I'd need to dig down to screw back. Whereas where I'm going to be touching the cushion with the cue ball, I can only really top forwards or hit the top of the cue ball, land where the red is, play that next, get here, play these two, then play the black. We'll be playing this red. I'll be playing this red into the middle. I'll be playing this red into the middle. Try and bounce off the cushion slightly. Leave the cue ball where the red is to have a shot on this red to the middle next. Is that a plant? It's an off straight plant. I would never have left it, but need to leave the cue ball where the red is on this one. Now I'm going to be playing that red into the middle, topspin forward slightly to here to leave myself that shot to the corner next. I haven't just moved the red, that can do one. I'll edit that out. I'm going to be playing this red into the corner, try and come off the cushion and land in this spot for a choice between these two to the corner, and land here for a choice between these two to the corner next. This is the last missable shot, I would say. Fucking twat, said it was missable and fucking missed it. Don't ever say a ball is missable. It becomes 20 times more missable. What a bell end. Alright, we'll keep the camera rolling. I'll give it one more go. Right, have you got any questions? What should we pay for the cue stick? £180. It was a birthday present 21 years ago. Oh, that's so irritating. Should have been a finish. Right. Come on, one more video, let's go. Okay, that'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Looks easy. Definitely not easy. Again, what would you guys do here, reds or yellows? Reds or yellows? I think you kind of got to go reds. This ball connects to this ball, but then you've got to play that with power to get out for this one, and that makes that missable because these corners are tight. With reds, they're all away from cushions. You've got this one to the middle. I think this is the worst red. So I think you play that one second, try and top spin through to here. Play that to leave yourself back here for that. That gets you up table for a choice between these two. Ideally get rid of that one because that's the worst out of the two. Then come out, land here for this one, and then screw back to here for the black into the middle. Something like that anyway. Come on, need to make this. Need to make this shot, come on. Need to make this clearance, sorry. Okay, welcome back. So a few balls down. Okay, welcome back. So 2 balls each down there. I think I'm definitely going to be going reds here based on the fact that they're all off of cushions and they're just slightly easier to land on than yellows. My first shot is going to be this red into the Move the cue, it looks shite. My first red is going to be this one to the middle. Top spin forward a few inches to leave myself that red to the corner next. I'm going to be playing this red into the corner, top spin off this cushion, bounce to around here to leave myself that red to the corner next. So slightly thinner cut than I would have liked. I've got to play this red super soft, hit this cushion and land and land here for ideally this ball next. God, I can't play that red next, can I? No, I bloody can't. That's really annoying. I've got to play the easy one first and leave myself the difficult one. Oh, cock. If the cue ball is literally half a centimetre to the right, I go for that one on the right, but I can't where it is now. Got to play this with so much topspin to try and follow the line to come back here. If I play it with backspin, I'm going to land over here, which is not ideal for that last red, based on where the yellow is to try and get position on this. If I topspin off that and I can land there, it's still, I can potentially, if I land there, I could be able to come around the back of the yellow and leave the black. Anyway, this is going to be probably the hardest shot you'll see me play today. Okay, so not ideal position there. I've landed a little bit too close to the black to be able to play this one next. So what I'm going to do instead is play this one with as much topspin as I can, hit this cushion and hit this cushion and come back down table to land here for this red to the corner. Makes it so missable. I just have no control on topspin shot. Wow, what a load of shine. Skilly. All right, two choices. Neither are probably going to work, but we'll give both a go. Really difficult skill shot. Red onto yellow, pot red following that. Or try and play the red off that cushion and pot it in the middle there. So that's two choices. Option one, try and play the skill shot. Option two, try and pot it in the middle. What would you guys do? Just write one or two. It doesn't cut into here. This yellow stops that. Can't get it in this corner. Most people are saying play it to the middle. So I think the problem with playing it to the middle, yes, it's the smarter shot. I'm still not going to leave myself a shot on the black because the cue ball is going to be where the yellow is. But I'll give it a go. Okay, so not a great shot there. I've got one. Okay, so not a great shot there. I've got one more chance. I'm going to pot. Okay, so not a great shot there. I've got one more chance. I'm going to try and pot this red. Oh my God. Okay, so not a great shot there. I'm going to try and play this red off of this cushion and pot it into that middle next. One good shot, please. Highlight reel stuff. Let's go. Double it off yellow. Probably could have. Should have had that to the middle one. God, these these last two clearances, it's all started since I missed that treble on the black. It was just ridiculous. I haven't had any clearances yet. I just want one more video. Can't get any videos if you don't pony balls. Does the GoPro put you off? Absolutely it does. I've been wearing it for nearly 2 years and I still am not used to it. Right, if this isn't a clearance, I might just give it up. This is probably the easiest clearance I'm going to get today. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. I'll tell you guys the exact order. Hopefully I can get the exact order, otherwise I'm going to look a bit silly. That's going to be ball 1. It's all about the first shot. If I can land there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all about the first shot. If I'm on the line with the first shot, then it's a clearance. Okay, welcome back. So a decent split there on reds. My first shot is going to be this one to the corner. Going to look to land here on this red to the middle. Well, going to look to land here on this red to the middle next. Going to screw back to here to land on that red to the middle next. Don't fuck this up. So what do you do? Fuck it up completely. Ooh. 2 inches too far. That's what she said. Okay, next I've overrun this one slightly. So what I need to do is dig down to punch past this yellow, come across this line here, and land here for this red to this middle. This is definitely not the right shot, but I'm going for it. Why not? I mean, it looked good. It looked good, so that's the reason why I like to play that. Next, I'm going to be playing this red into the middle to here to have this red to the corner next. No, that's so shit. Think about it. Next, I'm going to play this red into the middle to try and bump into this red and leave myself a choice of this one to the corner or that one to the middle. Then I'm going to play this red into the corner, come off the cushion and land straight on this red to the middle next. Straight on it, Jesus Christ. Again, just off straight here, so it's not a great shot. But what I'm going to do so again, not a great shot there, just off straight with this. I could try and punch past the yellow to get back up here to land straight on that one to the corner, but instead I'm going to play a double into this middle, topspin forward slightly to leave myself the same shot. What are you doing, man? Right, I quit. Genuinely the easiest clearance in history and I messed it up. Alright, so let's take the head camera off because it's starting to do my tits right in. And let's try and pop balls without the head camera on. I used the 𝐬𝐿12. Right, let's go reds. If I can hit that yellow, ideal. Or not. Try and hit it now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll do it on the day. I'll do it on the day. I'm just starting to piss about now. What do you guys want to see? Someone said, can you do the line drill? Yes, I will, because I'm not playing well enough to be clearing tables at the moment. So yeah, I'll do something like that. If you guys have got any requests, just to kind of break up the monotony of missing clearances that I should be getting in my sleep, then write them in the chat, and I'll try and do whatever it is. Someone said, can you do the line drill? I didn't see who it was. Nice one, man. Glad to hear that. All right, so with the line drill, this is obviously a classic drill that I think a lot of beginner players would do, which is fair enough. There is beginner's way of doing it, there's an intermediate way of doing it, and there's a more advanced way of doing it. So I'm going to try and do the advanced way. So I did it at the start of this session. I'm only allowed to use these 3 pockets. I have to go yellows first, then reds, and I have to take them all in order. So that one's first, move to there, play that one second, get there, play that one third, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then I have to play this red, followed by that red, that red, that red, that red, that red, that red, and then finish with the black. That's the advanced way of doing it, I would say. That is the pathetic beginner's way of doing it just now. Sorry, I'm wrong side of that yellow, that's why I'm starting again. Oh dear. Right, one more try. Actually, I'll just keep going until I get it. I am rushing. Fully aware I'm rushing. do another one. Let's do another one. Pot black and white must finish behind the line consecutive. Okay, I'll do that after this. Alright, so this drill is a much harder variation of the line drill. It's practicing kind of corner pocket cuts, but it's very advanced. Okay, you can't really make this a beginner drill. So you got to go that red first, come up table, pop that yellow second, come up table, pop that yellow third, that yellow fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and move alternating colours until you pop the black. And if you can get past the first 4 balls, then fair play, because they're the hardest shots. Not even going to attempt it. 2 straight. Don't know why I'm attempting this, but I will. Only that one. For me, the first 2 are the hardest, as you can tell. Then it gets a little bit easier as you go on. Maybe I should take my time. Nah. Too close to the cush. Lovely. Ooh, how's that not drop? I'm just going to keep going until I get past the first 4 balls, because once I do, if I miss from there, then whatever, but fuck you. Get past the first ball, actually, would be good. I didn't fancy it. This is honestly, this is how it gets for me with drills. I just get so bored of them. Oh my god, I did something useful. Don't do that. Prick. Double. Oh, it counts. She counts. My back's absolutely killing, mate. How did you know that? So whenever I do things like this, my back hurts. Oh, that's so shit. That's so shit. 2 in 1. Ooh. Okay. All right, what's something else? Someone said, can you do black on the spot? You've got to pop the black into the corner. Where's the cue ball? Just anywhere behind the line? Right there? Is that all right? And then you've got to get back behind the line. Someone said. Just see how many I can do. Out of 15, 7 reds, 7 yellows and the black. I'm going to try and see how many I can get off the black spot. I'll just keep reloading from the balls that are there. Oh shit, I was meant to get behind the line. Right, I'll do that from now. Ooh, a prick. Quite boring for a lot of people. Very boring for me. All but one. And my back is absolutely you know what. Alright. Let's try and get a clearance. Get some music on actually, it's been a while. Let's get the tunes back on TikTok. 1 second. All right. Cool. I like either. Gonna go for yellows. need to move that yellow and red. Don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. Block that yellow. Okay. You sure? God, that is so poor. Oh dear. So poor. Oops. Alright, more challenges. Write down your challenge in the chat. What do you want to see me try and do? Wow. Clear table with my bad hand, it would take ages. What's the missing ball? Treble. Starting to piss it out then. Alright, can only put in one pocket, too difficult on this size table. 6 spot. The only reason why I'm not going to do a 6 red shootout is because my lower back hurts from doing that consecutive balls on the spot thing. Ball 15, use pocket no more. Use a pocket no more than 3 times. Or I'll do this. Pocket all 15, but I can only use corners. Can't use middles. Apart from the break. I'm allowed to pot in the middle on the break. Nothing. Nice. Alright, so corner pockets only. Let's do this. Trying to move that. Shouldn't have worried about it. I'm nearly done, I'd say. Getting a little bit tired now. How long has it been? An hour and a half. That's pretty much my limit when it comes to playing on my own, especially when I'm killing my lower back. But what I'll do to finish, I'll try and get a speed clearance, all the reds, all the yellows, then the black, or all the yellows, then the reds, then the black. And I'll try and do it in under a minute. Yeah, I grew up playing snooker. Actually played my first snooker match on Monday. First snooker match in 2 years, maybe even 3 on Monday. Right, let's go. Speed clearance. Get your ball down. Alright, I'm going to try it one more time, and I realised with that one, actually no, I don't need my GoPro. Let's do it without. That was an easy one as well. I'm not going to get an easier one than that today. Sub-minute is what I'm looking for. Can't do it. Too many balls tied up. Cue ball's got to stop. Should have stopped before I even started. All right, last chance, last attempt. Last attempt. Oh. Annoying. Right. I know I said that was my last attempt, but I want one where I pot at least the first 7. These are 3.5-inch pockets, 2-inch balls. No, you won't. Ah. Seven-foot table, 3.5-inch pockets, 2-inch balls, 1-inch 7/8 cue ball. If you're American and you play American pool, or you aren't American and you play American pool, if you want to see the difference in the size of the balls between American pool and English pool, watch the video that I posted today as a short on YouTube and TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. That will explain and highlight the differences. Come on. Fucking mess. I just want one good split on the brake. One good split on the brake. Come on. What a tune. What a tune. Come on. This is the one. Where's my first ball? For fuck's sake. Twats. I'll try it again another day. Try it again another day, definitely. Today ain't the day. Shooting. Alright, that is me done, if you haven't guessed. 2 in 1. I swear I've only ever done this like twice, but I feel like it should be easier. Should we go in the corner? Alright, any last second questions, guys? In here then. Oh, any last second questions, feel free to ask. What a classic tune. No, mate, my back is done. I managed to get like 2 videos. There was nearly the best shot I've played in like 2 years. I nearly had it on one of my head camera clearances. But yeah. Play against someone. Easier said than done when it is 11:30 PM and yeah, it's a weekday. Very much easier said than done. Okay, guys on TikTok, thanks so much for tuning in. Much appreciate all the follows, all the likes, shares, and comments, and whatnot. Well, have I broken that? Possibly. Oh God. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Guys on YouTube, again, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.